So, you guys learning languages. This is for people who learn languages, okay? You learn languages and you don't know what to learn in a language. You don't know what to talk about in language. Like, you don't know what words you should be learning, what words you should be learning, uh, what words, what sentences, what phrases you should be learning when you are learning a language. One thing I can say is this: anything. Just ask yourself this: what do you entertain? What do you entertain in what do you entertain in social media? And then put yourself in these situations and then learn how to translate these conversations in your target languages. Learn how to have these conversations in your target language. It could be anything. Like, let's say, for example, you're interested in a relationship. You go on, you watch something on social media, and you watch something on social media, and they mention something about like pickup lines. Just learn how to translate them into your target language. But one thing about pickup lines in your target language is that many of them are not going to make sense if you were to actually use them in real life. So use them for the sake of learning them. Use them for the sake of just learning the language. Use them for the sake of learning the language because it's not going to sound as creative as it did in English. So it's best to just learn how to say in your target language for the sake of learning the language. So, yeah. And let's say you're not interested in a relationship. You could still learn these pickup lines and then look up creative ways to reject these people. Or you don't have to be creative, just say no thanks or something like that. Or if this person really doesn't know how to say no, then pretend you don't know the language or something. I don't know. Don't take my word for it. Ask God. So, if you want to know what to learn, you want to know what you should be learning when you learn a new language. Because right now, like when I'm learning a new language, I'm using music. I'm using cartoons. I'm using Google Translate. Using cartoons, Google Translate, and my offline visual dictionary for learning the language. So when it comes to that, so when it comes to learning the language, whenever I do not have anything, whenever I don't have anything to, whenever I don't have anything to learn in a language, like when I'm all out of ideas, don't know what to learn, don't know what to learn when learning a language, because there's always something that you should learn when you learn a language. Always a new phrase, always a new word that you should learn when you're learning a language. Even if you are conversationally fluent, or like, it doesn't mean you should give up. It doesn't mean you should give up. It's just nobody on earth knows every word in any language. Nobody knows every word in any language. So it's like that. But it's like but it's like when it comes to language learning and all that stuff, you got to be consistent with that. And even if you know the language, you got to maintain it. You got to maintain it at least gradually so you don't lose it. Because if you don't use it, you will lose it. So back to what I was saying about language learning. If I run out of ideas, I often rely on what I entertain on the media, like just anything, it is something whether it is like comedic, uh whether it's comedic, uh whether it is whether it's for comedic purposes, whether it is just anything random. Literally just anything random. So I just rely on what I entertain on the media in order for me to, whenever I run out of ideas when it comes to learning a new language. So if you ever run out of ideas, ask yourself this: what do you entertain? It will give you ideas. Trust me, you will learn any phrase, like, or make up a story. Make up a story in your target language. Like, make up a story in your target language, in your book, anything. Just make up a story in your target language. It could be romantic, it could be funny, it could be crazy, it could be anything. So that's one thing I recommend when it comes to learning a language. If you don't have the internet, just make up a story. Just go crazy, or like go outside, get some ideas from outside inspiration, anything. So yeah, that's it for today. So yeah, subscribe if you want to, like if you want to, click the notification bell if you want to keep track of what I post. Like if you want to, like, yeah, if you want to not miss what I post. So yeah, God bless.